what you did is so bad? Do you know that what you did is so bad? My conscience, and whenever I want to pray, I'll be crying and say, God, forgive me. I will not do it again. I used to dress, if you see, rugged jeans, what? Any sex, those things they call sexy clothes. I love it so much. I love it so much. So whenever I want to pray, I'll be crying out to God and say, God, forgive me. I will not do it again. To the extent that I went to the guy, because he's my co-partner prayer. So I asked him and say, I used to steal these people money, but whenever I do it, my heart, like, I don't feel comfortable in my spirit. He told me that you don't have any other option. They don't pay you. He like giving me a word of encouragement that it's not actually a sin, but it's not, don't take it every time. Even when we go to church, I hear one of my pastors, when he was addressing an issue, he said that there is a condition you found yourself, but the next thing you do is to lie. But God understands, because the condition you found yourself. So let me tell you, my dear, it's time to seek God. Don't seek your pastors. Don't just believe in everything that your pastor said, okay? Focus on your Bible. Till when I found the truth, I found the truth about Jesus. I heard that those life I'm living, they will just, is a package me like this. Is a package meant for me to hellfire. I don't even know that God's presence is not in me. But when I sleep, God used to show me some certain things in my dream. Let me tell you, your talent or your destiny might be deceiving you. That does not show that God is with you if you are living a rebellion life. When I found out the truth, I said, Jesus. So this thing is a sin. I pack up those clothes and throw it away. All of them, I throw them away. I throw them. I've never heard that there's a place called Hellfire that I will go and burn. No. I never heard it. I've never heard it in my church. There is a place, if I die today, that the next thing is waiting for me is my eternity. I've never heard it from my pastors. Because I'm afraid of hell. When I hear the story about hell, when I'll go and spend my eternity, I say, Jesus. That means the life I'm living is just a dungeon of hell. And then, let me tell you, the church we go that time, they used to call altar call. And when you go for altar call, they say, hey, now that you're giving your life to Jesus, can you burst out in tongues? You see people speaking in tongues. That time I start to speak in tongues, like forging tongues. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. And I don't know that I was deceived. I think I'm in the right track. But when the mercy of God found me and directs my leg, my foot to the right path, I start working on myself with the instructions immediately. I throw those clothes out. I start going to my restitution. I reach out to people, because back in Nigeria, I used to steal people's things. So I reach them on phone. If I couldn't reach them, some of them, when you try to tell them, they will be very angry with you. Like, anyhow you need to do your restitution, to tell people about anyhow you hurt them. There's a sin that needs restitution. If you steal someone's thing, it requires restitution. There is no plead that you can plead to God in secret place that God will accept. And I call them and say, I took your tasting when I was, the people, they forgive me, and you need to pray before you go for all those things. I start working on myself. That is how the wisdom of God, that word that they say that the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, is true. The wisdom of God now starts imparting in me. When I kneel down to pray, I'll feel the presence of my Father. And my life starts shaping to the right way. That is how everything God clarified in me. Please, you need to seek God in truth. Don't be deceived by your pastor. Let God be your mentor. I never heard the truth till Jesus found